Lad with long range only. This video will be a quick review of the 160 grain 284 caliber single feed cutting edge laser. Full disclosure, 200 of these were sent to me 2 years ago. At that time, I was preparing for my first trip to South Africa. I was hoping to put a load together for that trip, but just didn't have the time. Since then, I've developed a load and used it earlier this year on a black bear in Canada. The cutting edge lasers are a fantastic option for an all copper monolithic bullet and something for you to consider. At the end of this video, I'll show you what every hunter wants to know, and that is, how will this cutting edge laser perform on big game? I'll take you to Canada, where I hunted with Alberta Hunting Company, and I'll show you the kill shot on a big black bear. 300 pounds, 6 foot 7 inches. I'll show you the point of impact, and I'll show you some slow motion video so that you can see what this cutting edge laser did on that bear. Alright, I thought I'd show you my setup for this long range ladder. 756 yards, not super long range, but that's what I like to do. It's what I got. It's clear out there. You can see the target. Hopefully that big white piece of plywood 756 yards away. And this is my setup right here. Shooting prone, and got my little spotter right there just to watch the trace. And then this is my rifle. It's a Terminus Kratos in the 7 Max, and these right here are the lasers that I've loaded up. I've got it loaded, if you can see that, where the seal tight band is just kissing the top of the brass, maybe a little bit pushed into it, but that's the CEB laser right there, the 160 grain for the 7mm, and this is the 7 Max that I'm testing today. See if I can find a load for it. Okay, we're out here at the range starting load development for the 7 Max using the 160 grain cutting edge lasers, the single feed 160 grain. I did pressure testing using several different powders, N565, N560, Reloader 26, H1000, and N565 was the most accurate doing the pressure test, and that was just looking for pressure. But on target, all the ranges or the different range of powder that I used in 565 was inherently more accurate than the others, so that's what I'm using today. First two shots at 756 yards right there. That's a 2-inch circle. Those two hits are 2 inches apart. 2-inch vertical, 756 yards, so less than half MOA. But just starting, so we'll see. We'll go through the ranges of the powders that I loaded, and we'll see what has the least vertical over the next hour or two. From the results of the latter, I narrowed the load to a small group that gave me a maximum of a half MOA vertical. From there, I shot 3 shots at 600 yards and narrowed the load down again. The 2 highlighted 3-shot groups gave me the least amount of vertical, so I took the smallest of the 2, verified that it would repeat. Then I double-checked drops, and this has been my load for the CEB 160 grain 7mm laser ever since. Let's get to Canada and watch these 2 bears feed while we wait and prepare for the shot. You can see the things floating through the air, and you can hear that there's very little wind, so it's a really good opportunity for a shot, and I'm only about 300 yards away from these bears right now. I'm lying down in a perfect prone position as Kyle is on the spotter behind me judging the bear. Kyle is one of the guides with Alberta Hunting Company, and Tisha is responsible for this bait, and she was very proud of it. They say that if the bear is taller than the barrel when the barrel is standing straight up, then it's a good bear. This was my first bear hunt, and I asked Kyle to stay with me because he is an expert at this and I wasn't, and so he helped me judge this bear and told me that it was a good bear. So my heart began to race, but I had plenty of time to calm down and prepare for the shot. We watched these bears for about a half an hour, and they came in and out of this bait, into the trees and back several times. But they ran out of nervousness and just began to feed. So we waited for a good standing shot with the bear standing broadside. And until then, we were just going to keep watching. We found it amusing watching this smaller bear trying to get close to the food, and then the bigger bear not having anything to do with it.
Yep. Perfect. Fucking drilled him.
Let's slow the video down so that you can see the point of impact, and as the bear turns, watch how well the CEB Lazer performed on this bear. Right about here you can start to see blood. And then another spot as he jumps over the logs. Bleeding really good. I think I could track that. Got to there. Looks like he turned around, didn't he? Or he fell.
I think he fell over and just rolled down.
Right there, man. These 2 pics can give you an idea of how well the CEB Lazer performed. Small entry and a decent exit. If you've liked this video, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And jump on over to longrangeonly.com. There you will find a thread and you can join in on the conversation. If you're not a member of longrangeonly.com, subscriptions are free and it's easy to join.